Mining jobs. What's going on? Welcome to Australian Mining for New Starters. Today I'm going to talk about where a new starter should be looking for mining jobs and where you're probably wasting your time. So to start with, we'll have a look at where you can get on as a new starter. And if you come over here to Seek and type in underground, you'll see all the jobs come up. And all these truck and nipper jobs that you see through here, all the employers, they all have to hire new starters for all these jobs. So why is there so many jobs around? Well, one of the big reasons is that Australia is just about to overtake China as the world's largest gold producer. So a lot of the jobs are in Hardrock Underground gold mines, but they're also in Hardrock Underground nickel mines as well. So if you have a look, BHP's trying to firm up their projects by taking over some of Northfolk Nickel's tenements in Western Australia. And the reason they're doing that is because of batteries and the big component that nickel makes up of the new batteries that they're going to put into all these cars and everything else that they're going to try and put a battery into. And so there's lots of jobs going in both these areas. Now, where there's some problems with jobs at the moment, unfortunately, are in the coal mines over east. And it's just one of those things that China hasn't told their power companies not to buy Australian coal. What they've told them to do is they've told them to buy their own Chinese coal first and then buy whatever else that they need. And at the moment, it's not just affecting us here in Australia, it's affecting everybody around the world that sells to China. So they're just basically using their internal stockpiles at the moment, and they're not really buying much off anybody. And that's why this is going on. And if you read the article, the guy from the CMFEU, so he hasn't seen it this bad, he's 15 years in the industry, so that's saying something. And I've already come across a fair few guys looking to jump from coal mines to hard rock mines over the last couple of weeks, out of mines that have been, or people that have been made redundant, which is an unfortunate thing to have happened. So, as a new starter, when they're closing mines down, it's not a good time to be trying to get into that area of the industry. Now, the other thing that they are doing as well is they are investing in these automated trucks. And that's also going to cost jobs up there in those coal fields, unfortunately. And it's not just the coal that's doing it. It's also in the iron ore, and Fortescue has reached a target with their 100 automated trucks. Now, it's important to understand how the automated trucks work, and if you come over to the sponsors page on autonomous trucking and have a bit of a read, it'll let you know that in Australia currently, with the way the rules are set up, the only place that you can really use the autonomous trucks are in the strip mining operations. So they are the big iron ore sites in the north of WA and the big coal mines in the north of Queensland. Anywhere that you need a pit or underground, that they can't really use the autonomous trucks because of the exclusion zone that's required. But that's a good read, that one, if you want to have a look. Now, if you want to have a crack at getting a Hardrock Underground job, then the sponsor has put this training package together. Teaches you everything you need to know about how the mine works and what the employers are going to want you to know. This is the Best Shot series that we've got going on our sponsored channel, and the idea of that is you can sign up for do it yourself, and this will answer a lot of the questions that you've got along your way. I think how to do your resume is number 13, and interview questions are up around number 18 or 19, but don't quote me on that. Now, if you want some more help, then they offer a work-ready program, and with that, you get all the same online training. But after you do the online training, you get a shift boss to give you a hand to get you up to speed and make sure that you're prepped for the interview and come up with a plan of attack of how you're going to try and get in and where you're going to try and get in. Both are really effective. So yeah, it's up to you what you want to do. If you don't want to go underground, then and you want to try a pit job, then I suggest you go to you get your HR license and go to a mining town. That's probably your best chance of getting in. And like I said, for the next little while, probably 6 to 12 months, coal's going to be extremely hard to get into as a new starter, or almost impossible, just because there's so many people around with experience. And it's the same with iron ore. The automated trucks that they're introducing means that they don't need less and less truck drivers, which means that there's thousands of people applying for a couple of hundred traineeships each year. So if you want a way into the industry right here, right now, like it says over here, you can see them all, you can look through all the jobs. All those nipper and truck and off-siding jobs are all viable jobs. So I hope you find that information helpful, and don't waste your time chasing your tail in an area that's not hiring new starters. Go where they're hiring new starters.